What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again, back with the bang of the day, guys, on the Onward Research RECCE Rig. All right, y'all, so we got in today the Onward Research RECCE Rig. I recently picked this one up, and I gotta give a huge shout out to Onward Research alongside with Garand Thumb. If you guys do know, I've been running the Helikon TMR for quite some time, which is the Helikon training mini rig. I've been running that, I love it, no issues with it whatsoever, but I wanted to try out something that I had seen recently over on Garand Thumb for quite some time. You know, Garand Thumb has been running the RECCE Rig for quite some time on the channel. It's been very impressive, and it's a little bit more simplified, and I wanted to try something a little bit more simplified. If you guys don't know, Onward Research is a brand, and it's its own brand, but it is founded and owned by Garand Thumb himself. So I went ahead and I reached out to Onward Research via Instagram DMs. I slid in the DMs and said, hey guys, you know, would you mind sending me one of you guys' rigs for some content, because I wanted to, check it out and see it for myself. They said, sure, give us a little bit of time, and let me go ahead and see what we can do. I'm not gonna lie though, a little bit later on, I think I saw a video or either a picture Garand Thumb had posted on Instagram, and I had commented, or it was on a story and I commented it, and he replied back to me, and me and him have a little conversation back and forth. Really nice guy. Flannel Daddy is a very, very, very nice guy. And I actually said, hey Mike, I reached out to Onward Research about, reviewing one of your products. I haven't heard back yet. Maybe you can, send up word for me. He said, man, what's your address? Gave him the address, and he got this thing out to me ASAP Rocky. Even with that being said, I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion on this, and let you guys know whether or not this is something to check out. So the mini rig itself cost $160. It is sourced and made in the USA. It is also stamped with the approval here. And as you guys and girls can see, it's a very simple chest rig, okay? It's nothing crazy out of the ordinary, but ever since buying this chest rig, I've been running this chest rig more than the Helikon mini rig. Why? It's super simple, and simplicity is key, and it's just something that's very, very nice when rocking a chest rig. It's easy to put on, it's lightweight, and it gets the job done for what I needed to get done when I'm out shooting videos, as well as when I'm, out just training. At the same time, it's very capable for being a chest rig when needed in very serious, situations. As I stated before, Helikon got their chest rig, which is nice as well, with all the extra bells and whistles, but you get a very solid platform that you can actually build out as more with some of the products that Onward Research has. Their scent pouch, which you can add on to the bottom as a dangler. And so you can add on to this. You can also take off the actual rig straps itself and put this on as like a plat card onto your chest rig through the buckles right here on the top. I got some of the specs here just to make sure I say everything as beautiful as possible, but as I stated before, it is sourced and made in the USA, specifically designed for light Renaissance work and mountain fighting. So as you can say, something very simple. From the hardness to the height of the rig, everything was designed to be worn when using heavy packs / rucks and adverse terrain while carrying a full combat load of magazines. This was designed to be worn on its own or over a slick plate carrier, which I like also, which is featured on here. On the back, you have it in a normal nylon, but then you can rip this off, and that part can go over your Cumberland. Maybe I'm saying it right or incorrect, but you can put it over the Velcro on your plate carrier alongside with the buckles, and you're not gonna have any flap whatsoever. And also something I just literally saw in here as well that I didn't even notice, but there's actually a map pouch in this rig as well. I didn't even peep that. So you pull right here and you have a little pouch. I did not even notice that till now. Put, some very important documents, maps, whatever you need that you can fold up, put in there, and then bam, you're good to go. You also have some MOLLE slots that are on the sides here that extend out past the magazine. So you can add on, whether you want to add on a radio or additional mag pouches, whatever you need be. Now, I will say, and I'll get to, I guess, the cons of this plate carrier in my opinion, but there's not that many. But this was a little bit of an issue, or a little bit of an issue I guess I had personally, but maybe it's just me being a little picky. And then you got a lot of adjustability here when it comes to rocking this rig, with all the additional slack needed for the shoulder alongside for the waist. Grand Thumb himself definitely would say though, make sure your body is fit, you know, because being unfit, you're more than likely gonna die. So I respect that, but I also respect that you gave us some slack for the big boy fellas out there. I'm not that big, but I ain't gonna lie, I definitely wanna slim down and get bulked up and get like you, Flannel Daddy, you feel me? Salutes to you, man. But with that being said, some of the big time pluses that I really like about this is that it does serve a lot of different magazine pouches on there. You guys can see we are utilizing here, we have a second amends magazine, we have a Magpul magazine, we have a Lancer 308 20 round magazine, we also have a metal ASC mag, and these all fit. Now I won't lie, the Lancer mag, as you can see, you gotta give it a little bit of time. Now off the rip, you know, this is more so meant for the 223 300 blackout magazine. Was not necessarily, as far as what I know, just known to be able to do that. But with that being said, you can see I have a little bit of issue, I ain't gonna lie. But I will also show you that the magazine pouches can fit various other magazines out there. So easily fits your AK-47 mag. And this is the one that really threw me off that I was able to get down. We got here 12 gauge shotgun from the AK-12 or the Kalashnikov shotgun, AK-12 gauge. It's gonna take some time, but it's gonna get in there. I'm gonna show you, okay? There you go. So there is a lot of flexibility as far as being able to hold a lot of stuff on there, and it's all the way down. So there's a lot of range for what kind of magazines can fit in here. Now, how easy that is gonna get in there, you know what I'm saying? It might take a little bit of time to get it in, but at the end of the day, it's more so about getting it out. It's more about being able to pull it out when needed. You're not putting the magazine back in anytime soon, unless you're lucky to have time to reload up and put it back in, you feel what I'm saying? But with that being said, you do have a lot of compatibility, you know, a lot of options at the end of the day. But also when it comes to what it's meant for, the 223 magazine, you can also, I believe it's stated, you can also double stack your mags. Now, hold on, give me a second, I think you can do it. There you go, yes, you can throw two in the front. Now, with that being said, the con, or at least for me, or one of my things I'm not too big on, but also will definitely help with all these things, is that these actually come in pouches with flaps. So, as you guys and girls can see, these are actually come with the pouches. Now you and pull out your magazine. Now you're gonna even have even more room. It's gonna be even easier to throw those two magazines in. You have these elastic bands also though that help you with that adjustability, but doesn't let things be too loose, because you want that to be in there tight so it's not gonna move around. If it was too loose, then you're gonna have magazines, you know, flopping and dopping around, which is gonna run into issues. Now, when training and just doing some practicing on the field, I personally do not care for this, but for this rig, I want it. I want the pouches, because in a real life situation, I would definitely utilize these and want to cover my magazines, because if I'm in situations, I would like that extra protection of the magazine, the bullets getting wet, or just even something falling out. Like on my Helikon, it utilizes the elastic little bands that you put on top of there that make that tension from the magazine falling out. So I'm okay with this, and I actually don't have an issue with it. But when utilizing it just on the field for training or just for video content, I can easily just tuck it in, and then bam, I'm able to now run it this way, so I can easily access the mag for mag, you know, switches. But in a real life situation, I'm gonna run it like this. So that's my con, I guess, but it's not really a con because I want it like that. I want this option, and it's an easy option, it's an easy fix, so it's really not an issue. But it's so damn good, this thing is so damn nice that, you know, I gotta give something, make it seem like that I'm being as honest as possible, and you know, I'm not just being nice. But in all reality, I like this. I like the option of this when in a real life situation. The other little thing I'm not like too sure of is when utilizing this on the chest rig, and maybe I could find some actual video content, because I did wear this on my plate carrier when we did the bulletproof vest video. This molly was flopping and dopping around. This whole part went onto the chest rig, but then you have this molly that is just it has nowhere to go. And I wanted to try to tuck it underneath, like tuck it in, so it's not in there. But it kind of stayed, but it didn't at the same time. Maybe there's something that I'm doing wrong. Maybe y'all can let me know or let me utilize, you know, a little bit better. But I would like to have that option to kind of tuck this extra stuff away if I'm not using it. So if I do put this over, you know, a plate carrier, I don't have this molly just dangling on the side that then can get caught up on something, anything of that nature when they're out there on the move. So that's really like the only big time issue I have. And in reality, those are just issues I'm trying to goddamn find to make sure I give it some sort of pros and cons. This thing is fabulous. This I use more than my Helikon right now because it's just so easy to put on. I mean, you literally just throw this over. Like, you don't have to really take any of the buckles out either. Like, I feel like with my Helikon, I gotta take a lot of buckles out. Now I'll probably have to do a little bit of adjustment, but you know, there's the hood right there, boom. Look how easy that is. That's easy, bro. I'm not saying the Helikon is extremely hard to do, but it's just so much more convenient and easier to put this on and be ready to go. You know, me personally, I just felt like that was extremely fast. I feel like the Helikon takes a little bit longer, but maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me, but solid piece. Comes in different colors as well. I will leave a link down below to the website. Comes in different colors. This is the woodland camo. I believe they come like desert. You got the Ranger black. There's multiple different ones out there. Solid RECCE rig. And just looking on here on the actual universal fit, which is actually here as well, it says that it can hold 1 to 2 AR-15 magazines per pouch for a total of 8 magazines, but can also fit AK-47 and 5.45 39, but would only hold 1 instead of 2 per pouch when it comes to those magazines. The pouches themselves use elastic on the side to keep snug fit on the magazines regardless of how many they are, and the magazines pouches have built-in waterproof flaps, which are right here. You know what I'm saying? So if you're out and about, you don't want that corrosion to happen, so it keeps you safe from the elements. So yeah, man, check it out. I mean, it's backed by Flannel Daddy, okay? I don't know what more you can say. I got a lot of respect for that man. That man's taught me a lot, even just off of the internet. So if you're watching this, Mike, salutes to you, man, and you know, maybe one day we link, man. Maybe I'll come up there, you come out here to Atlanta, man, show you a good time out here in Atlanta, or I go up there and up in the north, man. You know what I'm saying? If you need me, if you need a brother out there for a video, you know, just hit me up. I'll pull up, man. Don't worry, I'll fly out there. You feel me? But yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. If you like this type of stuff, these type of videos, just let me know down below in the comment section, and we'll start doing some more gear vids, because I know y'all been asking. So this is one I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and yeah, it's here. Onward Research, RECCE Rig. Peace.